Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to Jeff Outdoors. We're currently indoors, and today's update is maple weather. I installed a little weather station on the Sugar Shack today. How cool is that? I would like to point out a little bit of a review. So, we have a Lacrosse weather station, model 327-1417B Bravo W Whiskey. It comes with a little booklet. So that is it. As you can see, this part has been mounted on the Sugar Shack. There is currently no wind outside. How do I know that? It's 9 o'clock at night. You see the top of that thing? That measures wind. Pretty cool. So, let me show you the interior base of this system. Here we have the information, the data needed to understand what is happening outside over the course of time. Because, as you can see, there is no wind outside right now. It is approximately 10 degrees outside. It is February 7th, and we have some pretty good cold coming the next week and a half. They're talking about more snow too. So you can see that the outdoor humidity is 54%. Interior, where I'm at now here in the supply room / shop, so to speak, it is 70 degrees. We have 24% humidity in here, so it's a little bit low, but I'm okay with that. We have a real feel, like a feels like measurement here. The top wind speed since I installed this was 1 mile an hour. And here's the forecast down here. So, going to be looking at the weather over the course of the next week and a half. This will take time to gather data, to go back and look. I do keep some weather records myself to help me understand what is going on in my area. And I've been collecting that data for about 2.5 years now, 3 years. 3 years maybe. But this is going to help me this is going to help dial in what I'm getting. So, using this and pairing this with my weather blog, so to speak, that I keep online for my own referencing, I'll be able to understand what's going on. And maybe not this year, but looking into next year, I think when it comes to maple season, I'll be able to really dial in my understanding of what's going on. So, like right now, over the next week, we have the so-called edge of the polar vortex pouring in, and it's going to be pretty cold. It's pretty cold out today. It's 10 degrees out now. It was about 12 degrees this afternoon, about 4 o'clock, and it's just cold. It's cold. So that's it. So it comes with the outside portion of it. And just as a little review, if you end up getting this model, it is a very easily understood process in getting this thing set up and going. And it takes 2 C batteries on the outside part, 2 C batteries. This takes 3 AA's, and I had no problem getting this up and running, started, none whatsoever. But my review is this. There is a bracket that this sits on top of, like on a pole. Like say my finger is a pole, this part here just goes floop onto like a pole. Plastic like pole. It's about this big. I don't know, 6 inches. And that is on a bracket that you can adjust, either having it straight up or like to the side, so that the bracket would be like standing up, so to speak. The unit comes with screws for that mounting, and these are the screws. My review is this, that these screws are not, and I like Lacrosse, great stuff, but here's my review. These screws are way too tiny. I have multiple screwdrivers, and they just, you can't. No, what I had to do was drill out the holes in the bracket and use bigger screws that I have here at home. So that was kind of the only hiccup in the process of installing that and getting that up and running. Wasn't really that huge of a headache, but as I had tried to start using the screwdriver on this, it was just slipping, and I believe this one here, you can see it's stripped out. It's stripped out. I tried to use the I don't know if you can see that. See it? Whatever. It's stripped out. When I tried to use my rechargeable screwdriver. So, not a big deal, but just be aware if you buy one, you might have to drill out the bracket holes and use bigger screws. Use an exterior screw, like a deck screw, because it's mounted outside. You don't want to use you don't want to use interior screws for an exterior application. So just something to think about. But that's it. We have a weather station on the Sugar Shack, and we're going to be monitoring the weather further, and it's going to be great. And the weather station is right here on the desk here in the shop, and this is where I have my coffee in the morning, and I'll come down here and watch the weather, see what's going on, and see if it's time enough to set some more maple taps outside. So, lots of fun today. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to be waiting to see when this maple season kicks off, and we'll be doing videos of the sap boil and everything. So that's coming up. A little bit later season this year. But anyways, I'm going to run, and I'm going to call it a night. Have a good week. We'll see you back here soon. Thank you for watching, subscribing, tuning in, and don't forget, thumbs up, giddy up.